Okay, so we sweep the whole board, we live gain, and our opponent will lose 10 life. And guys, this is just a start. Alright guys, we are going first, but the tragic backstory for this deck is something you need in your life. And I tried a different deck today. I lost 8 games in a row. I got flooded half the freaking time. And after playing with so many games, I just kept changing and nothing worked. I got flooded with 22 lands like every second game. And you know what? I was so fine. I was so fine that I decided to take advice from you guys, and we are taking deck today, or making deck actually, that is basically all sweepers, and we will make some vengeance toward our aggro friends, just to make sure that they have as good time as I had today. I just will scrap that other deck and you will never see it in your life. And that was one of the decks that was requested. So we go Sweeper on the next turn? No, we go Cornucopia first. Honestly, I like this hand. Man, our vengeance is nearly completed. And the idea for this deck actually came from Zigzag, I think. So yeah. Our Master Brewer strikes again, but listen, I had a little bit of impact. I made the deck, but we used the guidelines for vengeance. And we have 4 authorities that are kinda big, because one of the downsides of only sweepers and not like really using removal is that you don't have this moment when you can kill a creature before it attacks. Especially kinda important for hasters. But here, we could draw a card. If we pay 2 life. I'm greedy. What can I say? I'm a greedy person. We will draw a card because we know what is on the top, so Esper Origins doesn't do much. And by the way, on top of sweepers, we have tons of life gain. Everything every aggro player absolutely loves. So we will out life gain them and then kill them as we should. And it starts on the next turn. And you know what? I don't feel bad after what I suffered. Man, I played for, I think, like hours just trying to make this deck work, and it was a good deck. I played with it before, or something very similar, and I actually had a good result. So I'm not sure what is going on, just shuffler thingies, you know, and today we'll take as much vengeance as we can. I think we don't want to miss a land drop here, and we have second tome in Ashiok, so we also get this back. Yeah, I can already feel this is going great. So guys, we will legit beat Mythic probably with this. Just... oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We will play it on the same turn. But Sloth, you only have 4 mana. It's impossible. Well, if Shuffler does the impossible, so can we. Let's play the authority, as we should. Live gain? And now. Bro, this deck is so unfair to aggro decks that I'm already loving this deck, man. Like, full kill creatures deck are always something that makes me happy, because, guys, it's not like even mean, because those decks rely so hard on you not drawing removal or sweeper that basically their whole strategy is fingers crossed, well, I hope he doesn't draw a sweeper because then I die. Well, now we made the deck that always draws a sweeper, and this strategy is punished as hard as humanly possible. So now we can have all the fun. Our opponent cannot deal too much damage. Do we go with Ashiok? This is kinda good. I'm not sure how much damage they can deal, because I would love to hit a land, to be honest. But, bro, that's it! They might have something wonky. Like, for example, Seraphic Steed. And you know what hits Seraphic Steed? The same thing that hits everything. A sweeper. I kid you not. I think we'll draw some cards, because even if we don't ramp... oh, you are testing me. You are testing me. But we'll draw it. I think 2 tomes should, to be absolutely honest, 1 tome should be enough to win this game, but we'll make sure that we absolutely overkill our opponents so hard, it's not even funny. And the cool part is, they can try to saddle at some point, create those angels, everything will go great, and then we sweep. We can absolutely ignore everything they do on every turn. And by the way, guys, if you aren't sure, we already won this game. Because our deck just beats theirs. They play creatures. You can saddle, it's highlighted, it doesn't do anything. You can saddle, tap it, but if it doesn't attack, it doesn't matter. Do we want to take this damage and get more value? Well, the answer, if you are watching this channel regularly, you know what the answer is. Always more cards. Man, they will be so excited to get this angel, and they will be so not excited when it dies without doing anything. And this is actually good for us because they are incentivized to play more creatures so they can saddle and still attack on the same turn. So prepare for some first glory, and I think we'll try to find second sweeper with scries. We probably need to hit Man, it's crazy. We have a sweeper deck, and I'm already trying to find second sweeper because I know it's the main card. Like, this is how we win. What did... Oh, it's a mount land. The racing land. Sure, I need to read it. Sacrifice this land. Oh, this is like the pilot cycle. Nobody really uses it. But it is something, you know? Man, our opponent will be so proud of creating this huge army that nothing could threaten, right? Oh, I don't need to scry. Man, sometimes I just impress myself, you know? And I was prepared. Now I can draw it. Quick enough? Yes, I think we were. So now we can upkeep Scry. I still want to hit another. So we will go Day of Judgment on this turn, and if we pay for this, we can still draw a card, which seems to be good. Alright, we should draw a sweeper. But as you can see, we already are short on sweepers, man. Crazy stuff. Alright, that feels good, doesn't it? That was a lot of damage, by the way. We'll keep drawing. We could also Esper Origins, which honestly is better. I don't think they will shelter our tome. So this is better because it digs 2 cards, a deep, and we only need 1 good card. This would be amazing on this turn, not on the next one. Now we need to hit a sweeper. But man, it's legit crazy. We just use it, we literally swept the board. And I know that I need to hit another sweeper as soon as possible so I can not die. What is super cool about this deck, you have tons of life gain, so in between sweeping, you can actually force your opponent to accumulate creatures. Because if you are at 5, they just need to play 1 5/5, and it threatens lethal, right? So we need to sweep. But if you are at 15, they need to play 2 5/5s and then still wait 2 turns, you know? So that really gives you a ton of extra value. So in this way, life gains actually gives you card advantage. Because you force your opponent to be more aggressive, they need to overextend, and then you punish them for it. They have a cute 3/3, they gain life. They have the Slain line, so their damage is a little bit higher than normally, but nothing we cannot handle. I think we go this into Esper Origins, into Cottage. That's probably the play. Everything is 1 card, so we can chill. Man, look at this. This is so much stuff already. This is crazy. Yep, back to 13. We don't need those. I know those are permanents. To be honest, Fountainport is nice, but we already have card advantage. We just need to make sure that the top card is a sweeper. We hit something. Not sure if I wanted to hit another land, but you know, it's a freebie, I guess. We have basically only lands right now. So we will take extra mana from Esper, unless they kill it. If they target Tome, we only lose basically 1 card, because we can scry in response. And you can literally, look at this, my whole gameplay is trying to hit another sweeper, because it wins. And we have what? I think we went to 14 sweepers. We used 1, so we have 13 sweepers in the remaining 2/3 of the deck. So that's kind of wild, we didn't hit any. Soon every second card in our deck will be a sweeper. Okay, every third, but you get the idea. We will probably surveil with the Tome. I'm not reading those because they will die anyway, right? That's kind of what they do. This card is so strong because you can get I guess it's kind of tempo inefficient. And I cannot understand, everyone always takes lands with this card, but I feel that's mostly designed to give you creatures, because that's what you need with aggro decks. But, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, I still will go for it. We have so much value. Please give me any of my remaining 13 sweepers, I believe. Let's draw. Nope. Bro, imagine if you played 4. You would be really bad at Magic then. This is a big turn. We can absolutely... Man, we will be at 20 again. So first let's draw a card. This is something we'll do 100%. Okay, man, this is kinda nice. We can sweep all of this if we want. Okay, let's play a cottage. And I think we just play the Tome. We have so much life gain that we can just kinda chill here. And we have 2 mana, so we go another Esper Origins, we stack our top of the deck, and we go back to 21. Bro, what is this draw? Man, if we didn't play so many sweepers, we would never hit them. It's crazy! We went through nearly half of the deck and we drew 1 of 14 sweepers. Like, someone can calculate the chance of it. I think it's so incredibly low. Let's attack. Because I will explain. I will explain everything. But first I want to know if we kill something. No. Aether Giada. Or nothing. Or you go to 35. They go to 35. I needed to explain some... Okay, I remember. Because I think if you have 8 cards of the same type, I remember some probabilities in the opening hand. It's incredibly high. Like, it's very hard to not hit 1 if you have 8. Well, now we have 13 or 14, and we drew nearly half of the deck. So the chance to draw only 1 is actually probably nearly impossible. But it's fine, because we will still win, we'll still draw it, because we are higher on life total than when we started the game. Guys, I really hope you are having as much fun as I do, just absolutely tormenting creature decks and basically abusing the fact that they have very simple 1 strategy that is super punishable, and they just count that someone won't punish it. I guess it's a tapland anyway. The whole deck relies on you not having a sweeper, basically. So we can show that, yes, I have a sweeper, change the deck, play something that actually has more than 1 game plan. And let's draw some cards. Ashiok, our win con. Nice. Well, and just like this, we have become good at Magic. I think we play the untapped land. We probably go Ashiok, because we don't want to burn the mana. 21. I love this. Man, this is how I like my Magic. Absolutely mean. We will win this, despite the horrifying draw. And this will be fun. So do we swing? I mean, no really harm in it. We are not exiling anything, so the tokens won't grow one way or the other. And so far they are taking the damage, so hopefully, unless they want to trade, we will still sweep. So to be honest, this is a good call for our opponent. But you know, worth a try, worth a try. Sometimes you can hit. Okay, let's sweep the board. And I think we go for the Nightmares. Let's show our opponent that maybe, just maybe, it's time for them to leave the game. And we also have Cease and Desist. So this is sweet because you don't really have counter spells in those colors, but if you're playing against Reanimator decks, this is basically a 2-mana counter spell, and it also live gains, which kinda fits our style, and we even have mana for destroying all artifacts. Of course, we are using the Cornucopias. Tomes are not the biggest deal because at some point they vanish right after you use them, and usually then you sweep. But Cornucopia is something you will lose, but you can make a decision if that benefits you or not. So it's still a good, good call basically. Oh, that's interesting, but we have double cottage, so hopefully we'll go through it. This will be a bit of a pickle. Okay, so let's draw a card. There is a chance we'll have to sweep, guys. Believe or not. Okay, so how do we do it? We could exile Esper Origins and grow all those. We can also attack with double cottage. We have exactly the perfect mana for it. I will go for it. Ashiok messed me forever. Let's go for the sweeper. You guessed it. And in all honesty, I think double cottage is pretty good here. It has good enough stats that it doesn't give good traits. And now we grow the Nightmare. And you can already see the pressure. Elspeth is the only Planeswalker that could defend so well. Any other Planeswalker just gets absolutely demolished here, but you know. We can make sure that at least this is the thing. They had something. No, they could take the 1-drop. I will take Exemplar, I don't think it matters. Let's go Exemplar and a land maybe, just to make sure that they have less types and stuff like this. And this is a huge swing. By the way, we get 2 food tokens. Oh, this is nice, because that means that we didn't lose anything and we still dealt 4 loyalty on this. So that's really good for us. We can play the tap land. And but this is so fun. Every time you are losing the board, you are just like, no, you know what? I don't like the board. Let's reset it. Let's start over. And when you are winning, it's like, no. This is fine. This is exactly how it should be. Basically, you are deciding if the board is fine or maybe it needs to be swept. And the cool part, right now they cannot defend Elspeth again. And now they need to use cards to try to defend her. So that if they don't have the cards, of course, it's good for us. This one will be untapped, so they have... Oh, this is doubled. Okay, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. So they will also get this case. And guys, you know what that might mean? That we might have to sweep the board. I hope you are having as much fun as I do, man. I love this. I love this so much. We can also kill this before it gets used. That could be an option, but I probably don't want to waste my cool stuff. I don't think their stuff is as cool as ours. Yeah, we chill. We just chill here. Let's play this. Okay, now we can make some decisions. We could make blockers, but they can give flying to every creature, so this will be a huge board. They will probably sacrifice this and play tons of stuff. Oh, so the graveyard matters. Oh, you see. I didn't see it coming. You probably already left the comment. But nothing deals direct damage, so I think we should be fine. Okay, guys, I think I've got this. We, of course, will get a ton of value. Do we want to kill this? No, I think it's... They need to sacrifice it, man. It doesn't matter too much. We could play it in different ways, but I will just go with this one. I think this should be good enough. So we will live game back to 25 or something. I will keep the cottage, I guess. This is... We will draw it. It's still a creature after all. And now we will start defending and see what they will do. I mean, Starcage is nice because it hits all the small stuff. I kinda like it. But I don't want to reveal it, so we'll put it second from the top. So, you know, it's a surprise for our opponent. I'm sure our opponent loves surprises like this. And it doesn't hit Cornucopia as well, and we can use the Tome by that time, probably. And now we get better Nightmares. They can give everything flying, so there is a risk for like 20... This puts the counter, right? So this will be 24 damage, which is fine because that's not lethal. And that means we can probably kill Elspeth then? Yeah, we cannot attack on this turn. Alright, guys. Alright, and this will be kind of fun. I'm not playing Cornucopia because I'm strongly considering going Desist at some point, just to go for ley lines. Because as you can see, those tokens are pretty big. Normally they would be 1-1, so that would be way easier. Giada. And they will keep investing into the board. And with this deck, you don't sweep immediately, unless you are in super good position. You basically want to bait as many cards as possible, so you are not dead, but your opponent has like no place left. See, they basically unloaded the whole hand. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for the case. That's a good gameplay, because they expect us to probably sweep it at some point, and this will be their last play. But we have so much mana, we could go for the cease and desist on top of the other thing. I just really would love to kill Elspeth before we sweep. She is such a pain. Like, Elspeth is the only reason this game even continues, because that gives them basically 10-10 of stats every turn. So, you know, our opponent needs to kind of work, you know, I guess not work for it. I guess they got it for free. And now they're thinking if that's worth it to attack. They chickened out. They absolutely chickened out. Man, love it. Our army grows and maybe we can get trample on this if they will be scared. But they probably will swing all on the next turn. So I think we just go for foot. into food token because we want to match our opponent's life total. We will go to 35 on the next step. Oh, this is perfect. And the best part, at every stage, if we don't like it, we just sweep it. By the way, our opponent has 10-10 of stats from Elspeth, and then they get 20-20, so they are creating 30-30 of stats every turn, which seems absolutely legit. But we don't care. We don't care. Oh, this is perfect. I just realized. So we go for this. Oh, have you seen this type of damage? This opponent, please. So we live gain 2, and our opponent is a little bit in a different situation because they will take how much? Let me live gain. That was 10 damage. Amazing. And now we go for the cottage. And you guessed it, we solve one of the last problems of this game. And if we can actually activate another one. I mean, why not? Why not? Oh, that was something I forgot. It's fine. So now we can activate this guy too. Kinda amazing. You know, that's amazing. We probably will draw a card with Ashiok. No place for our opponent. We exile 2 cards, and now we know that it actually matters. So let's actually, get the good stuff. Probably Shepherd and the Resplendent Angel. Those are the biggest threats. So now we solved everything. Elspeth, out. All the board, out. They only have this one case, and after that they probably will explode. And as you can see, we basically had like 60 life this game, man. How many cards? 23. There is a chance we will try to go for Ashiok Ultimate. We are exiling quite a lot of cards, and by a lot I mean 8, but they are probably high value. Yeah, we can exile the rest of the library. So this is your emergency win con, but I don't think we'll need it. But this is a live gain deck with double A line, so they're actually live gaining like ridiculously crazy. Yep. Our opponent will do the one thing they can do. Play creatures and hit face, and you know what happens then. And that's why deck full of sweepers is just perfect. I cannot believe how well it works, man. So far only 1 and 2 drops. Let's go for this. This is already a tap land. I mean, if you exile a land, it literally doesn't matter, right? Each land played this way and they're tapped. I mean, okay, sure. 2 drop, amazing. So there is a chance we'll literally just go Starcage and sweep everything. Sheltered. No way. This is perfect. That means they reset the loyalty and now we can plus and go for the ultimate. This is... Our opponent does not realize how good it is for us. I think I will still draw a card before the tome dies. Oh man, okay. The game at this point is just testing me, man. 3 mana, sweep the whole board, thank you. Double life, oh, is that the explosion time? Yes, one of us had. Alright guys, we're on the play with authority, and specifically for this situation, I made sure we have a lot of white untapped lands, even if we pay life. It's fine, because we already can set it up, next turn already authority, and it's also important because we play full set of split ups, so you really want those creatures to be tapped. All of them. It makes it so much easier, and with Esper Origins maybe we can find the tome. This is kinda good value play if you do it like this. Sure, that actually wasn't very hard to find it. Man, it's crazy. I spent before I played this deck, I spent like hours just losing game after game, getting frustrated with lands, nothing worked, deck got scrapped, and now we are here just absolutely smorking everyone with a deck that is all about sweeping every creature. It's crazy how easy it is. And you know what answers this situation that we are in? You guessed it. We can play a sweeper. I know, you are absolutely surprised. Nobody has seen this con coming. We will set up the tome. Because of authority, we have so much more time. And it's not like we will get duressed on the next turn, right? 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 Don't duress me, bro. Don't you dare. No, don't even think about it. Because it won't work. Corpses will actually be very irritating. It's already 5 damage, because it's 3 here. Oh no, it gets tapped. Because this one gets a pump as well, right? But okay, with authority that I completely remembered about, it's kinda amazing, but I think we still don't want to miss value. I will scry once. This is a good though. I know it's not a sweeper, guys. I know. This is the only downside of lands. They are not sweepers. Can we... Okay. We could go this Cornucopia. Then we have only 2 mana and we need to take another hit. 7, 9. Kinda low. But we have Cornucopia. Guys, don't be like me. Don't be so greedy. Like, it's a really bad habit. But I will still do it. Do we go Esper Origins, which makes our draw a little bit better? Or just Tome? I think this is a little bit better. It also motivates our opponent to do... Oh, did you feel this warm, tingling sensations? It's not Spider-Man. It's a Control Man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm so happy. Those were 2 cards that made me the happiest person in the world. I think they might be hesitant about playing more stuff. Because they know this is a ton of pressure that forces a sweeper and they don't want to overextend. But we will force them to. Interesting, okay. We can just split up here. And then we draw a card. This is perfect mana. So that makes it a little bit easier here. We live gain, and that's why we wanted this Cornucopia. See, now this 1 extra mana actually is a lifesaver. So I think this was a really good setup. We took basically like 8-9 damage just to set up this 1 extra mana, but now we are getting better plays. And now our opponent needs to play our game into double authority. Guys, I've been in this position. I was an aggro player playing against a double authority. Believe me, it hurts their soul because they want to smirk your face, but when they smirk your face actually gets prettier, more beautiful and healthier, and this is something they absolutely cannot stand. And we also sweep on our turn, which means that corpses doesn't get bounced. Back to 13, drawing some cards, thank you very much. And this is only 6 damage, so now we can kinda ignore it, to be honest. Or we can play Esper Origins. We won't draw a card, unless we top deck a land. Man, I'm playing so risky, but I think we can afford it. We live gain here, we live gain from Esper Origins, we take this land. See how crazy the motivating this deck is for them? Like, they didn't even check if we have a sweeper. Like, guys, so we understand what is going on, because you probably are seeing it as the last game. Like, look at this, they don't know if we have even one of those sweepers. They could win, and they just prefer to give up because they are so infuriated by this deck, and that makes me happy. Let's go to the outro. Well. You are probably curious, did we beat Mythic with the deck that doesn't do anything except sweeping the board every turn or every second turn? And I won't, keep you waiting. Yes, we did. We actually went like 3-1, I believe. And the only... Guys, you know what the only loss was? I didn't hit a sweeper, I was on the draw, and I died on turn 3. That was the only time I lost, because I couldn't hit a sweeper, and after that game I added more Starcages, because apparently 11 sweepers was just not enough. I kid you not. So now we are playing 14 sweepers. Ashiok is here to make sure that we can finish the game if our opponent is really, really stubborn and cannot leave. Cottage, Fountainport, Esper Origins, and of course Ashiok with Ultimate. We also have Wrath, because we want to chip some damage so the fish and the cottage can kill faster. If you deal like 8 damage to a deck that doesn't live gain 50, it actually makes a difference. Suddenly you can very often free-turn lethal with like 15 mana and triple cottage or something like this, and that's 1-turn lethal, so that's how we do it. And of course Ashiok, I didn't go Elspeth because I kinda like the fact that Ashiok can draw cards. Elspeth cannot. They both can, you know, create those tokens, but we don't really have too much token generation outside of Fountainport. So I think Ashiok is a little bit better, and it gives you ultimate potentially to win the game, and also you can just select cards. So you can find a sweeper. Yes, you guessed it. So yeah, Ashiok absolutely fitting this deck. You can probably remove Starcage, but if we are going, you know, sweeper spree, I mean, let's go all in. And against mono green and, you know, red decks, this can hit super hard. You need to play 4 authorities because you actually don't play instant speed removal. So if there's slick shot, if you don't have this, you will die in one hit and there's nothing you can do about it. Outside of stacking life, I guess you can do it. You can go to 40 and then they cannot kill you. But a 40 is absolutely crucial for this strategy, and that's why we play 4 and we can punish decks super hard. That means we always have a sweeper turn after they play anything, and we always trade probably 2-4-1 or 3-4-1, and with Tome and Ashiok we can always be ahead on cards. Esper Origins is actually doing mighty work. Life gaining, giving us a creature, giving us extra mana, and also finding the right answers, so you can sometimes survey Esper Origins into Esper Origins. So this actually gives you surprising amount of value. This is permanent, Ashiok, all lands, and Cornucopia with Starcage. You actually have surprising amount of permanents that you can hit with this. So guys, this deck was your devilish idea, and I have to say, it worked flawlessly. And the sad part is, man, I made a really cool deck. It lost 8 games in a row, then I made deck that does nothing except sweeping creatures, and I actually ranked up with it. I mean, you know what? I'll take it. This deck made me happy. I hope watching it made you happy as well. And as always, really thank you to all the patrons that allowed this joyful day to happen. Really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, that's it for today. Sweep some creatures. I hope we will have fun. That's it. Thank you guys, and see you tomorrow.